Good morning, students. So today we are going to discuss about a topic, quadratic expressions or quadratic equations. So this topic is very important. Even for JEE means also we can expect one question for compulsory from this chapter. Okay. So in this chapter, quadratic expressions or equations, so let us go for some basic concepts. Okay. So now, first of all, what do you mean by quadratic expression? Quadratic expression or equation? Simple. Quadratic expression means an expression is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is known as a quadratic expression. Simply, whenever we write equal to 0, that is equation simply. Generally, when can you say one mathematical statement as an equation? Whenever you write equal to 0. Equation means an expression which contains two terms on both the sides and both the terms must be equal. Correct? So here, so this ax square plus bx plus c is known as quadratic expression. Correct? So now, so what is quadratic equation now? An expression which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. And here a comma b comma c are real numbers. Okay, this is very important. And before that, a should not be 0 because a is quadratic term. So here what is a? Quadratic term. So a is quadratic term. And what is b? Linear term, because it is the coefficient of x. So this is known as linear term. And obviously what is c there? Constant term. Okay, as we know. And whenever we write equal to 0, that is an equation. Okay. And here quadratic term, x square coefficient should not be 0. This term should not be 0. Whenever this term is 0, this will become linear equation, not quadratic equation. Correct? So for that reason, the main coefficient, highest index term coefficient is a. That is quadratic term. That should not be 0. And a comma b comma c are any real numbers we may have. Okay? Any real numbers. Clear? So this equation is known as quadratic equation. And here what is highest index? 2. That means how many roots it may has? At most 2 roots. Okay? So every quadratic equation must contain 2 roots. So it contains at most 2 roots. It contains at most 2 roots. Okay? That we know. Okay? Generally, how can take roots as? For every quadratic equation, alpha and beta. Clear? Alpha and beta only will take. Clear? So these are the 2 roots generally will take for every quadratic equation. Clear? Now, so as we know, for every equation we have a solution. Correct? For every equation we have a solution. Similarly, for every quadratic equation also we will have a solution. Okay? So what is the solution of that? The truth value of that. The truth value of x variable, whichever satisfies that equation, that is not a solution. For example, if x equal to alpha is a root, if x equals to alpha is a solution, suppose if x equal to alpha is said to be a root, okay, or solution is said to be a root of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, if that must satisfy, means alpha must satisfy that equation. Okay, so a alpha square plus b alpha plus c equal to 0. So it's very easy. For example, the number 2 is a root for equation. The number 2 is an equation. See, let me take an example. X square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. So tell me what will be the root for this equation? 2 comma 3. So whenever 2 is a root for this, 2 must satisfy that equation. If you substitute 2 there, we will get 0. It's very easy. Okay. So now this is the example for quadratic equation. Correct? And now every equation can be solved, we'll get one solution, correct? So similarly, quadratic equation also we can solve and we'll get solution. Now tell me, how can you solve every quadratic equation? See, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Generally, how can you solve every quadratic equation? By using two methods. What are those? Factorization method, correct? So we may factorize, we know. Anyway, we have learned till 12th class. Factorization method. So we have learned about these factorizing quadratic equation, these all things till 11th class. Factorization method and formulae method. So what is that formulae method? What is that formulae method? Whenever factorization is not possible, mostly we will go for formulae. So what is that? X equals to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Correct? So by using plus we will get first root alpha. By using minus we will get second root beta. So like that we are going to get two roots for the given quadratic equation. Okay, so these all things we know, and for every quadratic equation we have sum of roots, product of roots, right, and sum of squares of roots also. Okay, that we'll see now. Okay, see here, generally ax square plus bx plus c. So how can write? We'll see now. From this, can I take a common? If I take a common, x square minus x square plus b by a x, correct? Right? B by a x plus c by a. Clear? Now, just I am taking a common here. So b by a, c by a. Now, a into x square. Here can I take minus outside and 1 minus inside? So minus b by x plus c by a. That means this also can be written as a into x square minus sum of roots into x plus product equal to 0. Okay. What is this? Sum of roots minus b by a. And what is this? Product of roots c by a. Correct? So that means we can write sum of roots as, okay, so we can write sum of roots as, sum of roots alpha plus beta. How can I write? Minus b by a. Clear? Now similarly, how can I write product of roots? C by a. Correct? Sum of roots minus b by a, product of roots c by a. Clear? So like that we can go for writing sum of roots and product of roots. Clear? So now from this we can also write a quadratic equation. See, for example, 2, 3 are the roots. Okay, how can I write the equation now? X square minus, what is sum of roots? Whenever you know roots, how can I write equation? Here, whenever you know the equation, how can you write roots? How can you solve it and find the roots? How? We know generally by factorization method or by formula method. We can find two roots for the given quadratic equation, that we know. Correct? And here, whenever you are given two roots, how can I write equation? See, for example, alpha comma beta are the roots. Generally we take like that. Okay? Whenever you know two roots, whenever you are given two roots, then how can I write equation? X square minus sum of roots into x plus product equal to 0. So like that we can write. Correct? So from where to get this formula? Simple. Whenever you are given two roots, so can I write x minus first root into x minus second root equal to 0? That's very easy. We no need to buttify this formula. Okay. Whenever you are given two roots, alpha, beta, x minus alpha into x minus beta, x minus first root into x minus second root equals 0. For example, if you have three roots, while finding cubic equation, then how can I write x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma equal to 0. So whenever you multiply and simplify this, we'll get a cubic equation which have these three roots alpha, beta, gamma. Simple. So finding equation is very easy from the given roots. It may be quadratic equation or cubic equation. Correct? So here we are talking about quadratic equation. So for that reason, if I take alpha, beta as roots, how can I write the equation here? X square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta equal to 0. That means x square minus sum of roots into x plus product equal to 0. It's very simple. Correct? So x square minus sum of roots into x plus product equal to 0. Now tell me, for example, roots are 2, 3. Tell me the equation fast. X square minus 2 plus 3 sum 5x plus product 2 3 is 6 equal to 0. Simple. Now 2, 5 are roots suppose. Then how can I write the equation? X square minus sum of roots 7x product 10. Here sum, here product, here minus compulsory in the formula. Okay. Now similarly 5, 7 are the roots. How can I write the equation? X square minus sum 12x plus 5 into 7 35 equal to 0. Clear? So like that. So like that we can go for writing equation by knowing roots. What is the formula? X square minus sum of roots into x plus product equal to 0. It's very easy to understand. Okay. So after that we'll go for taking sum of roots which we took already here. Let me write once again. If alpha comma beta are the roots, if alpha comma beta are the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay. Now whenever alpha comma beta are the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 quadratic equation, then we have to remember sum of roots as minus b by a, and we know how to get this formula, right? And product of roots c by a. And similarly you have to remember difference of roots also. So these formulas are important for IIT. Okay. See, difference of roots. Generally alpha minus beta how can write? Root of alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. Correct or not? So there we can use sum of roots. There we can use product of roots. So finally we'll get formula. Okay. See, how can we get the formula? Plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by a. Clear? So that is the direct formula for difference of roots. Now, sometimes you'll be asked to find out alpha square plus beta square. So alpha square plus beta square. Okay, means sum of squares of roots. Sum of squares of roots. Alpha square plus beta square. It is like a square plus b square. How can I write a square plus b square in terms of a plus b and ab? How can I write a square plus b square in terms of a plus b and ab? A plus b whole square minus 2ab. Correct? So from that only I am going to get one more formula which can be remembered directly for competitive. How can you? So b square minus 2ac by a square. So this is the formula for, this is direct formula for sum of squares of roots. Now similarly sum of cubes of roots also we have. So what is that? 3abc minus b cube by a cube. 3abc minus b cube by a cube. That is the direct formula for sum of cubes of roots. Okay. So these formulas we have to remember for competitive, right? So these formulas are, especially difference of roots is very important. Alpha minus beta equals to plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by a. Okay. So now sum of squares of roots b square minus 2ac by a square, and sum of cubes of roots alpha cube plus beta cube 3abc minus b cube by a cube. Okay, like that. Clear? So that is the meaning of that, right? So this is the introduction of quadratic equation and their roots, sum of roots, product of roots, and difference of roots, and sum of squares of roots, and sum of cubes of roots. Okay, now tell me, what is the next concept in this? Nature of roots, correct? So next concept in this is nature of roots. Okay, so what is the nature of roots? Generally, how the roots are going to be obtained. Okay, are those real or complex or equal, okay, or different? Okay, so these all things we are going to discuss, we are going to identify by using the value of discriminant. Okay, so let me write nature of roots. So how can you find the nature of roots? How can you find the nature of roots? By making use of value of b square minus 4ac. What is that? Discriminant. So this is known as discriminant. Okay, so by making use of discriminant value only, we can find the nature of the roots. Are those real and equal or real and different? So what? Those are going to be found out now. Okay, so now here this can be remembered by using a flowchart. Whenever discriminant is greater than 0, what happens? Whenever discriminant is greater than 0 and perfect square, what happens? And discriminant is equal to 0, what happens? And discriminant less than 0. So these three things we are going to discuss now. So here d greater than 0. So whenever d greater than 0, so what is the what are the roots now? Roots are real and distinct. Real and distinct. Okay. For example, 2 comma 3, 1 by 2 comma 1 by 4, like that. So two roots we are going to get which are real and different. Real and different. Okay. Real means you may get in fractions or numbers, integers, rational, irrational, anything. Okay. So whenever d greater than 0, roots are real and distinct. After that, whenever d equal to 0, whenever d equal to 0, so what can write? Roots are real and equal. So roots are real and equal. Roots are real and equal. And in this case, whenever discriminant is less than 0, then factorization is not possible. We have to go through formula method. What is that formula? So minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, we have to apply that formula whenever discriminant less than 0, because we are not going to get any real roots. Okay, so then roots are imaginary. So roots are imaginary. So roots are imaginary. So like that we are going to get roots imaginary and conjugate of each other. Imaginary and conjugate of each other. Okay, conjugate of each other. How? For example, 2 plus 3i, 2 minus 3i, 1 minus I, 1 plus I, like that. Okay, see example. How can you get roots? 2 plus 3i, comma 2 minus 3i, or 1 plus I, comma 1 minus I. So like that, any number of pairs of roots will get which are conjugate. Are those conjugate or not? So conjugate word will discuss in complex number chapter. A plus IB is the complex number general form. Okay, A plus IB conjugate A minus IB. Similarly, 2 plus 3i conjugate 2 minus 3i, like that. Okay, so like that we'll get roots. So here real and equal, and here two more cases were discussed. Whenever discriminant is greater than 0, okay, and whenever it is perfect square, what happens? Whenever it is not, what happens? So it is perfect square. So perfect square. So whenever it is perfect square, okay, A comma B comma C belongs to Q, then so roots are rational. Roots are rational. Okay, roots are real and distinct, but rational, irrational both are parts of real numbers. Correct? Rational numbers means fractional form, p by q form. Irrational number, some 2 plus root 3, 2 minus root 3 like that. Correct? So real means it may be rational or irrational also. Rational, irrational both are parts of real numbers. Okay. Rational number set union irrational number set is the real number set, that we know. Okay. So whenever d is greater than 0, whenever discriminant is greater than 0 and it is a perfect square. Perfect square means 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 like that. Whenever we get positive number only but perfect square, then roots are rational and different, or real, rational and different. Rational means it is not real. Real means it's not rational. Yes. Okay. Real, rational and distinct. In this case, whenever it is not perfect square, what happens? Whenever it is not a perfect square, so what happens? Roots are irrational. Okay. So roots are irrational. Irrational and conjugate. Roots are irrational and conjugate. Roots are irrational and conjugate. Okay. Whenever it is perfect square, roots are rational. Whenever it is not perfect square, it is irrational and conjugate. Okay. How will you get roots? See, irrational means, irrational conjugate means 2 plus root 3, 2 minus root 3. 2 plus root 3 is irrational number or not? Yes. 2 plus root 3, 2 minus root 3. Similarly, 1 plus root 2, 1 minus root 2, like that. Okay. So example, 2 plus root 3, 2 minus root 3, 1 plus root 2, 1 minus root 2. So like that we'll get roots. Okay. So that is the meaning, right? If you want, we can check by taking example also. Okay. See, let me take example. Okay. So first of all, x square minus 4x plus 4 equal to 0. Tell me. So, for this, what are the roots? What are the roots? Is this not x minus 2 whole square equal to 0? This is x minus 2 whole square equal to 0. Correct or not? X minus 2 into x minus 2. That means, what are roots? 2 comma 2. So, whenever roots are 2 comma 2, so roots are real and equal. Real and equal means what must be satisfied? Discriminant must be 0. Will discriminant be 0 here? Yes. See, b square minus 4 square, 16, minus 4, ac, what is a? 1, c 4. Correct. Okay. So this is an example for this. Clear? So now similarly, let me take example for this. X square minus 2x plus 7 equal to 0. Okay. Now, here let us find b square minus 4ac. Okay. What is b square? 4 minus 4ac. What do we get? Negative. Whenever negative, roots are imaginary and conjugate. We can apply formula method to find the roots there. Clear? So for this also we can take many examples. Okay. So here whenever perfect square, roots are rational. Okay. So roots are rational we'll get. And whenever irrational, conjugate. Whenever it is not perfect square, roots are irrational and conjugate. For example, x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. So what will we get? B square minus 4ac greater than 0. Okay. So b square minus 4ac. So what will we get? 1. Okay. So 1 is a perfect square? Yes. Okay. So then roots are rational and different. Rational means its number also. So what are roots here? 2 comma 3. So 2 comma 3 are roots for this. 2 comma 3 are rational or not? Correct. Okay. Like that. So this is the concept of quadratic equation, their form, sum of roots and product of roots. We have learnt how to find quadratic equation by using the roots, and how can find roots by using quadratic equation. After that, nature of roots. Okay, so when b square minus 4ac less than 0, roots are imaginary and conjugate. Like that we'll get roots. Okay, see there example. Now whenever b square minus 4ac equal to 0, okay, so roots are real and equal. See equal roots here. Okay, so whenever discriminant is greater than 0, okay, the roots are real and distinct generally. But in that also, if you get perfect square, roots are real, rational and different. Real, rational and different. Whenever it is not perfect square, real, irrational and different. Whenever it is not perfect square, roots are real, irrational and different. Here, real, rational and different. Okay, in this example, so b square minus 4ac is 1. 1 means perfect square or not? Yes, 1 square is 1. So roots are rational, we can call here. Okay, so like that we can say nature of the roots by making use of the value of discriminant. What is the value of discriminant? B square minus 4ac. Okay, so clear? So that is the thing. Okay, now here one more thing, where quadratic equation has minimum value or maximum value, we'll see. Here ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, so it has minimum value whenever a greater than 0. Okay, if a greater than 0, then 1 has the minimum value. Okay, minimum value at where x equals to minus b by 2a. Okay, that will discuss the concepts of IIT. Okay, so it is everywhere, for every quadratic equation it has a minimum value or maximum value at x equal to minus b by 2a only. Okay, what is that minimum value? And that is 4ac minus b square by 4a. So this is that actual minimum value. Where it gets minimum value? At x equal to minus b by 2a only. What is that minimum value? This is the formula. Okay. Now similarly, if a less than 0, then reverse. It is said to have maximum value. At where? Same number and formula is also same. Okay. So then 1 has the maximum value. At where? Same. At x equal to minus b by 2a. Okay. So what is that value? Same formula. 4ac minus b square by 4a. Okay. So these two things also very important in this. Okay. So these are the important things to solve problems in this chapter. Even some problems in EAMCET also we can. Okay. Right? Clear? Have a look at that.